had time to read the packet. I think they just saw tax forms and events. I mean,
Y'all ready?
Yeah, I just started the recording. So this is
Okay.
Ghosts in Houston, Texas. I'm talking NASA here. Okay,
Let's
making
go.
the administrator, not just the magistrate, not just a judge, but the administrator flee and jump in her car and leave during court. So how do we do it, Ghost?
So anyway, from the top. So I'm sitting down, thumbing through my paperwork, putting everything in order. I'm sitting down. People laughing, whatever.
What's in your paperwork? Let's go over
Uh,
everything that's in your packet.
15227 3949A 4506A 8300. It was a
W7,
W7 W8 W9
FR2046,
FR2046.
8300,
Yeah, I mentioned 8300. 8300.
the 433A
8300.
and the 433B.
Right. Right.
Did you
433A, 433B.
did you have an
211
affidavit?
911.
211 and
211
911.
911. My
Affidavit.
national, my American national paperwork. I just put that to the put it to the window. Show my card again. Fee schedule. Hobbs Act.
You had a Hobbs Act. Did you have a public servant questionnaire?
Oh yes, I did. Yes, I did. Right.
Did
Public
you
service.
do it? Sorry?
Go ahead. Hobbs Act too.
Yep.
Hobbs Act.
Did you fill out the invoice and the bill of lading, or did you just print those off and put them in your packet blank?
I just put them in my packet blank, but I put my name. Some of them I put my name on there. Some of them I put like the ticket number, which the court says the case number.
Good.
So
Okay.
so
Anything else in this packet?
I mentioned the fee schedule, the Hobbs Act.
What about the
Uh,
affidavit of corporate denial?
oh, I put all that up in there too. Affidavit
Okay.
of court. Yeah, I put that in there too.
Okay.
Took me a little minute to print it out and find it, but it's up in there.
And
It's
you made
definitely up
about
there.
8 copies, you said, and you brought in 8 copies into court?
Probably like 8. No cap for real. It was probably like 8 to 12 copies for real.
Okay. Okay, so you walk into court and tell us how it goes.
So I had all these copies. Walk into court. So they ask for the name. Ask for the name. I say, well, that's not a name. That's what these people call me. My mom called me that. So whatever. What y'all want to do? So go to the window. Administrator. They say administrator. Cops standing around. Clerk. Everybody running their mouth. So she say, what is your name? I say, who is who name? What is your name? Who are you? So, and I said, by the way, I'm coming for a special appearance for this matter, on behalf of this matter. And she say, what is your name? Do you have a name? She said, you have too many months paperwork. We're going to do this for May 16th. Well, you can talk to the prosecuting attorney. I say, well, I'm not talking to a prosecuting attorney. Are you going to talk to a prosecutor? I said, where's the prosecuting attorney anyway, by the way? Don't you supposed to be talking to her and me, seeing how this case is going to go, And she started screaming. I was like, so you screaming? I'm not mad. Why are you mad? She said, well, you have too much papers. What is that? And I say, what is that? I said, matter of fact, back to Judge, Your Honor, I'm trying to come in honor. But you screaming and you hooping and hollering. Excuse me. I say, so you doing all this. I say, this is a tax issue. So this out of my hands. It's not in my hands anymore. I don't have nothing else to do with this. I just want, matter of fact, bailiff, cop, bailiff, whatever you call yourself. Can you please start passing this out to all the parties that's involved? Like I said, it's a tax issue. So they start asking me once again, what is the name, since you said your mom used to call you that? I said, man, my mom deceased. Please don't put my mom in this. She don't have nothing to do with it. I almost cursed. I'm not gonna lie. So I was just like, well, Beverly is gone. Beverly is dead. She's deceased. Don't stop bringing my mom up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be respectful in this courtroom, as y'all call it, a courtroom. Is this a real court? Yes, I did ask that because I didn't see no flags, no United States of America flags. I took pictures everywhere, and she fled up out of there. She ran out of there. You know, she ran out of there. She didn't want even me. Matter of fact, the cop kept talking. Clerk kept talking. I said, well, I got a few scheduled for you. I got the Hobbs Act. And he said, oh, 1951. I said, well, it's still accurate. So what y'all want to do with it? You do whatever you want to do with it. Deal with it. The cop took it in his office. Oh, whoever Katie was. So I guess Katie, the prosecuting attorney. Well, I'm going to have Katie look over it. Clerk said, oh, we need an envelope for this. I said, it's too thick for an envelope. So y'all figure that out. She ran her ass up out of there. Excuse me, my friend. She ran out. She drove up. Yeah. So she skirted off like she was being shot at.
And she told you what on the way out?
She said, be safe. So now I got to watch my fucking back. The administrator told me to be safe.
What did JW say is probably going to happen?
Oh, so she gonna try to get the. I think JW said something about the crackheads. She gonna get her crackheads in Houston and try to come at me.
No. He said he knows somebody else that did something similar to this. And when they went and checked the next court date, it didn't exist.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. He said when he checked the next court date, it didn't exist because she knew exactly what them papers was. That's why she started sending her guns out. You know what I'm saying? The check, see what I was doing. Oh yeah, by the way, back to not to go backwards. So I'm sitting down, fumbling through my paperwork, whatever, trying to put everything in order. Got frustrated, whatever. But it was too much. It was a fucking big stack. So I hear him cussing in the background. Oh, what that dude right there? I hear the judge, clerk. You know, they just having like a little cuss party.
They're cussing?
Yeah, they cussing. They are cussing, saying, "Well, this dude with this lawful shit and this and that and this and that. This dude with this lawful shit, he got to be last. He's gonna have to be last. I don't know what we're gonna do with this. We gotta fix this." So I knew I had their ass. I just knew I had them. So I was thinking on my toes.
This is before court?
Yeah, this is before court.
How did they know what was in your packet?
Because I sat on the end next to the door on purpose. I wanted them to see. I told you, Holly, this shit chess, not checks. I wanted them to see. I'm like, your dad, Holly, KT, your dad, he said, drop them papers accidentally, but you're doing it on purpose. And where they can see it. So me being smart, I just started putting it in order, boom, 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 boom. I got tired of seeing black and white paper shit. So I started stacking them together. I had paper clips on them, like you tell us how to do the W4. You know, some of them wasn't in order, but anyway, like I said, I put my name or either the ticket number on. The court said it was the case number, so I'm going with that. But the ending story, she skirted her ass off. She ran out.
And you've been over here. You've been over here as a member for under a year.
Right. Under a year. Oh yeah. Hold on. Look, not to cut you off. So it was 3 charges on one ticket. A obscured license plate, you know, I had tape over it. No insurance, and I said no insurance, and then failure to financial responsibility.
And you know the rule of boxing, right?
Cool. Hold on, y'all.
Ghost.
Might be on the floor.
Ghost.
Yeah, I'm in. Just talking to the son. What's up? What's up?
You know
It's
the rule
okay.
of boxing, right?
Yeah. I took a little kung fu, street fighting, and all that. Yeah. Used to train with my nephew too.
No, the four corners
What's up?
rule. The rule of boxing. Anything in a box is removed from the page, right?
Okay, I got you.
So when you hold that pink ticket up in this courtroom and say, Judge, there's nothing written on this, she's going to know what you're talking about. The rule of boxing.
Okay.
So that'll probably, I think they're probably going to shove it off the table.
Well, what did Smoking Baby tell you how to handle the financial responsibility? Do you remember?
Yeah, I know it's on record, but he said get your packet, the same what you issued out, bring it up to the court, right? I'm trying to remember else what he said. He said bring
Remember
it up to the court.
he told you to use your social security number as the insurance policy and tell them to order you to get more insurance if the social security number is not adequate insurance.
Oh, okay. I remember that now. I'm gonna go back and listen to that recording though too. So
Well,
Because
we're making the recording now that's going to be attached to it all. I don't know what that other recording is.
the judge cannot order you to contract with anybody.
right. Oh, she said be safe too, walking out the door. I ain't add that. She said be safe.
Be safe.
If I said it
Watch your
before, I'm
ass.
saying it again. Be safe. I told her, you be safe. You be safe too. I wanted to say, what the fuck you mean? Excuse me, y'all.
That's
So
an
you're going to
implied,
charge her
that's an implied
$2,000 a
threat.
minute around the clock. So you can be
Cause she
safe.
talking walking out the door. I forced it. I forced the hand.
I wonder what the penalty to a judge would be for, like, that was an implied threat from, no, was it from the bench or was it from the woman? Like
The woman
in a
who was
place where
walking out the door saying, he said, be safe. That's probably why she did that.
Yeah, so she's like, whoa, that's the Hobbs Act right there, isn't it? Like using her bench as power. And other thing I wanted to this the foot standing forward. I felt like putting the right foot forward a bit. Like you don't when you're standing on a ship, you don't stand with your feet like shoulder width. You always have them like juxtaposed because that's a better balance position. Like any martial artist knows, that's a pretty good point to start from. And anybody that's sailed or been on a ship, so when you make that stance and you put that paperwork where you did, and I love that one about the SIN card, like holding that up, as the appearance, right? That is just so brilliant. Like it's so simple. I love things that are simple and brilliant like that. One other thing. So we were talking to Smoking Baby a little while ago about like putting Smoking Baby for president on the bottom left corner of the presentation envelope. And so I was thinking, man, like Polly was saying, word is going to get out about this, and now you got to document it. So it sounds like you just ghost 24, just ghosted a judge. So on all court documents, probably on the bottom, I don't know, bottom left, bottom right, ghost 24. All court documents,
Yeah.
case dismissed.
On your guys' court documents, put Ghost 24.
Y'all don't gotta
You
get
ain't
me on
kidding.
props. Come on. No, but it's all good. It's all good. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just went in there with confidence, like you said. I just had to. You know, most times I stand alone anyway. Like I say, because my kids, they just be like, my boys just be like, shit, I really respect my dad because he got his paperwork and he stand on his shit, you know? So I just started reading. I'm a rookie at this, so, but I just started back reading since I've been out, I'm gonna lie, I've been out of work for like 2 months, you know? And I was about to do Instacart in, you know, they finally, I guess they looked at what I, in the system. So they like, okay, we're gonna get this dude a job.
A rookie just made the judge run out of the
You know what I'm saying? Remember I was
courthouse.
getting 25 days? Oh yeah, she scurried off.
This
Like
is
she pissed on
unbelievable.
us. That's why I was like, man, I need that Holly to be there where she can really, really believe me for real. This shit gonna probably be on the news. I'm for real. I really think it might hit the damn news.
Yeah, she ran out like IRS CID was busting in the back door.
Man,
She had
real.
no good excuse to flee up out of that courtroom like that.
She knows what the 8300 is. She knows what those other documents are. The clerk was telling her. The clerk's the high banker for the court. That's clerk business. You got to read clerk's praxis to know what all that's all about. So she probably did, and she probably knew, and she could predict the future, except she thought she was going to play the name game. But that didn't work. And the packets were for her, for the interested parties.
It's just unbelievable. I
She's
can't
probably in
believe it's
Mexico by
happening.
now.
Yeah, she probably fled the fucking country.
Man, I wanted to see where she went. I'm just like, shit, I hope I don't do no Instacart at her house. That'd be crazy. So hopefully that W40s do this 1040 on it. Oh man.
The nature of those forms showed her that she's a fraud, and so is the court.
Right.
And you didn't even have foreign agent registration paperwork request or download a copy of the FARA Act.
You
Right.
didn't mention an oath of office or demand to see their bond. No, you just brought in some tax forms. Wow.
I say this is a tax issue. I'm not talking to no prosecuting attorney.
How many times did you tell him it was a tax issue?
I kept telling them. And I kept telling them if y'all gonna keep running the mouth while the administrator, the judge is talking, the Your Honor is talking, I'm gonna keep hitting y'all with these fee schedules. And the Hobbs Act. He kept saying 1951. I said, okay. So I take it you the chief of police, like you the judge. This dude got a gun now. You know what I'm saying? He got backup too. The backup didn't say shit. He ain't say nothing.
They don't comprehend. They don't comprehend any of it.
Right.
Just the fact that he says 1951 shows you his level of intelligence. I mean, he was just admitting how stupid he was.
So he said, "What is your name?" I said, "UCC." I said, "Read it." I said, "Read it." I said, "You got like you stopping me like oh, I don't even remember the dude was there. Maybe that was the dude sitting back not saying nothing. The one that stopped me. I'm thinking now that could have been the dude. You know that stopped me. No. Matter of fact, the actual dude. So if it's not a person that stopped you there, aren't they case supposed to be dismissed? That's what I thought. You know, the person that arrested you or gave you the ticket, if they not there, thought the case supposed to go away. Dismissed, right?
I think the IRS makes the case go away.
Yeah.
They
Damn,
used to
Ghost.
do that. I don't think they do it unless you bring it up.
Oh, okay, okay. It's a few points I could have mentioned. You know, injured party is that injured party. Emergency
You
lights
didn't
on
have
was an
to.
emergency.
You
Right,
didn't
that's what I
have
was saying.
to.
That paperwork, you know what I'm saying? It
Took you right above that in the
took me
beginning.
right. That paperwork did its thing. You know, once I that meant a lot. All I know, she flew about it at courtroom. That's why I didn't call you right back, there. I was just like, oh shit, I gotta breathe. I can't believe I did this.
You shocked the shit out of yourself.
I'm like, damn. That's just
Hey,
like
dude,
in the game, winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
winning the game winning.
that's like shit you only see on YouTube 10 years after it happened.
Man, man.
but what's funny to me is Ghost up here asking me, how should I go about this? How should I do this and
I
all this?
did.
And I ain't mentioned half of the shit he done.
Look, I was even Batman, I asked Batman too. I'm like, man, Batman, what do I need to do? His laptop, he'll tell you the story. Look, I'm back and forth with Batman. I was like, shit, man, won't work. I'm like, bro, send me this. Send me this.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Now it's making me learning how to do the forms, making me think about the identity theft other class we had. And I'm just like, shit.
Oh my god. I
Hey,
can't
when you
believe
in
fucking.
court, you know, you just gotta. It's like you on a chess table. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think. You gotta think. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I had my hands in front of me. I wasn't moving, giving them a permission to be able to shoot. I'm surprised that they stood down. I'm still surprised that they still started back. They were just talking. They were just talking. And they was moving while she was talking. I'm like, they were supposed to. So and it could be why she was distracted, but she was all over the damn place.
Well,
She was,
this is the shit that got Wesley Snipes out of a jam.
oh yeah, because he was going through it. So you said that's what got him out? Oh shit. Oh man, KT. Yeah, Mr. KT. Man, man, I still thank you for that. And I don't mean to key like I say, you said act like you dropping the papers. The clerk said, excuse me. She walked
Take the
around.
whole, do the same thing Holly did when she taught him a lesson out in New York. She
Right.
took the whole damn courtroom over and filled all the tables up with paperwork and had them all running around helping her put this together. And some
Man,
of the cops and state patrols lost their jobs. And she gave them a class how to read signs.
right, exactly.
And I told them what signs to put up to effectuate what message they're trying to send.
Right. That's what's up, man.
And they did it 3 times before they got you that morning, and they do it 500 times a month.
Shit, man. Shit, so I gotta get them, Holly. Hey, so KT, that was you with the Hobbs Act thing? Was that you, or was that Kevin? Somebody you know named Kevin, or was that you with the Hobbs Act thing? Because I remember you the
Oh,
one mentioned the Hobbs Act. That's why. That's
it's
why.
devastating. It's already a indictment.
Man,
It's devastating to read.
Everybody
man.
should have a Hobbs Act printed up and put in their car in their binder.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Touche.
Man, for real. That's real talk. That's real.
Remember my dad's friend who's a constable took the Hobbs Act to the judge, and the judge told him that if that Hobbs Act got out, it would shut down Myrtle Beach.
That's the story, right? Yeah, that's the story. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Man,
So the shockwave already went through the judicial community. They're on to the, and that judge got every son of a bitch to get an oath of office in Myrtle Beach or the whole county. And so my friend's got a copy of a fresh oath of office from people that have been dead for 10 years.
Wow, that's amazing, man.
Is
Well,
there
that
any
would-
questions? Is
that
there any
would
questions on the court? Is there any questions on the court case before I stop the recording? Court quick case questions? Yeah?
Was she wearing black robes?
I don't remember that. I remember her having some clothes on, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember her having no robe on. She probably had like a dress on, and not like the judge dress. I don't remember that. I just remember her having like some regular like a dress on, and I'm like, I wanted to say, wait, where your judge attire? Because it said on the paper, the ticket. It said on the ticket, attire. I came in with t-shirt, shorts on, with my boot on, toes up at my ankle, and my other shoe on. I just came in that summer wear, like shit. I'm like, man, I'm halfway shaved. Like, when you go on court, you're like, yeah, I got to put a suit on. You don't have to do all that. The Bible saying, I ain't even all into the Bible. I'm not holier than that, but no offense who are. But I was raised up in the church though too, be respectful and all that. But I just was like, what they say, God says, come as you are. You know what I'm saying? So raised in a Christian church, ventured off to a Baptist church. But anyway, I was like, I'm going there with I thought about, I'm like, man, I need to maybe get some dress clothes. Like, forget all. It's too hot. I'm gonna go in there and be myself, hold my head up, motivation. I was just trying to stay on my square, y'all.
But
So,
as you kept with being in honor, calling him judge, so he'd accept that after that.
right,
Instead of calling him sir.
right. I never let that came out of my mind. I probably call the cops and a clerk, ma'am and sir, because they kept running their mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, keep running your mouth. I think you want to be a witness. Do you want to be a witness? So if you want to be a witness, you deserve a fee schedule.
That was threatening.
Say what?
So that was threatening.
No,
Yes.
I asked them. I say, would you like to be a witness?
That's a threat, though. That's a
I
threat.
mean, wasn't trying to. I was just
Judicial proceedings can never be perceived as a threat.
I'm saying, but asking her to be a witness and the fee schedule was told her. Yeah, that shut her up.
Yeah, because it was just like, well, she said, but I asked for it. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, do you need anything else, clerk? Because I forgot. I said, I forgot your name, but do you need anything else? Remember, I hand you this. Remember, I hand you that. Do you need anything else? What's in that box? I can add to it. She said, well, I have your records. I have your records. They stopped calling me by the name. They stopped calling me. So they tried to play the name game by calling me my middle name. Because on the driver's license, the original way it say last name, first name, middle name. So they tried to trick me. I didn't say yes to it. Thank you, for pronounce. People say nice pronunciation, or thank you, because my last name, people they gonna pronounce it correctly. So when she said my middle name correctly, I didn't correct it. I didn't acknowledge it. I just didn't.
So I think it's likely that she didn't yet establish jurisdiction.
I think it's clearly that she didn't. That's why she probably ran out. And I don't know. I think like JW thinks there ain't going to be no other court date. If
Right.
there is, I
3
sure want to
charges
go
in
because I
one.
got to see. Huh?
My bad, Holly. My bad.
No, go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you up. 3 charges, and at first it was 3: financial responsibility, a secure license plate, failure to produce insurance. So y'all see at the stop. You can go. You probably want to listen to the recording at the stop. I couldn't hear the recording. Somebody sent it to me. Maybe I think I had it down low. I had it. It was low, so I was like, oh shit. Everybody else probably had their phone up, but mine was low. So I'll say, you talking about insurance officer. Uh, what did I say? What did I say? I said, well, I say, just because I got my driver's license, I'm not traveling. I said, but it's late at night. I'll probably tell them I'm trying to leave. You know what I mean? And I didn't have my private DOT. You know, I had it, but I didn't have it on me. But I did have a national card, you know. So, but he kind of let me go, I guess, after 20, 25 minutes. He let me go. I lost train of thought too, my bad.
Is there any questions about the court case or the documents or any of that before I stop the recording?
You can stop it. I just
I
asked
got a
you.
question, but go ahead. Can I ask a question, or I have a question. So the stamp, the Ghost 24 stamp, would it be better just to have Ghost 24, or should it be Ghost 24 I Heart IRS?
Yeah, might be Ghost 86. Because that judge 86.
What does 86 mean?
It means gone. No
Hey, Q.
more.
Straight on. He
Oh,
ghosted her.
shit,
He
okay.
ghosted her.
Any more questions about the packet or the court date or any of that before I stop the recording?
What was that? You just want to stop it?
If anybody's got anything else to say.
Did you stop the previous one? It should
Yeah,
be in your.
I have I just got on, but I have a question about a court case that I'm dealing with. Can you guys hear me okay?
Hang
Yeah,
on
we
a
can hear you,
second.
but I can't answer. Or more than likely, this the highly short. No, you good. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
Ghost is taking over the court.
What's up, brother? What's up?
All right. So basically, I have a court tomorrow. I have like 2 prior convictions. I went to court a few months ago just to find out that I was being rearrested for the same case because it was enhanced to a felony from charges that was used against me from like back in 2007 and 2006, 2007 and 2004. So they took the 2 charges from back then and enhanced the charge to up to a felony charge. So I go back to face the judge about this case tomorrow. Just a month ago, when I went to court, they tried to give me like a year probation, but they tried to give me that without my public defender being present. But I'm understanding that's not even a good choice to have right now. So I'm trying to get some legal advice on how to approach this.
What is the case?
It's a domestic felony battery.
Ooh, I ain't trying to knock you, but Holly, KT, I don't know. And like I say, brother, I ain't trying to judge you. But I mean, did you do it though? You have proof that you didn't do it.
For what I'm understanding, it's not even being pursued by the victim. It's the state that I'm facing.
I think it depends on this
Could you counter? Did you bring any charges up?
I'm sorry, repeat that again?
I said, did you counter claim? Did you press charges back?
No, I didn't.
Well, if it's the state, ask for power of attorney and affidavit from the state, because it ain't the victim no more. It's the state you going against. So ask for the power of attorney and do that hard shit. I mean, because you know I had a lot of battery charges, but I never hit them. I used to just file charges back because they used to hit me, and it'll go away. Two negatives can't make a positive. That's how they say it, shit, right? So, but you never press charges back. So I just go after
See,
the state as the name, as the victim, and produce the affidavit and the power of attorney from the state, since the state's saying they picking up the charge.
I would do a writ of habeas corpus to bring the injured party into court that's claiming the assault.
And they
But that's
repick
that's
their
that,
case.
that
that's
But
also the funny thing about it, man. Because when the case first happened, I was the one that called them. But as soon as they get there, of course they separate the two. They get both sides of the story. But you putting me in handcuffs without letting me know what I'm being arrested for. Then you want to add on the fact that it's resisting arrest to this charge. So not just one charge, but you also hit me with the resisting arrest charge, which is a misdemeanor. But still, what for? Why am I being hit with a resisting arrest when I wasn't resisting? I have the right to know what I'm being handcuffed for before
where
you handcuff me.
you can't resist arrest if you're not arrested. So was you arrested? So you can't resist arrest if you're not arrested. You can't be arrested without a warrant. Did they have a warrant?
Nah, I ain't had no warrant.
So was it disturbing the peace?
Well, like I said, I was the one that called them out there due to the fact of what was going on because of the fighting situation. But in the state of Florida, anybody that's called on a domestic case, somebody's going to jail. That's just how they are up there.
Well, that's in most states. That's how they do it in most states. Don't just blame it on Florida. Yeah, they do it like all of them. But the state picked up the case, so that's pretty easy. Because you need an injured party. That's your Seventh Amendment to confront your victim, the snitch, with an affidavit. So ask the state for that. And power of attorney, since they taking over the case, they need a power of attorney or affidavit. So you ask for them.
Okay, so I've been to arraignment already on the case so far. This case is supposed to dictate if I'm going to trial or not. So is it too late for me to ask for this by the time I go in tomorrow for this case?
What the trial you asking for is under the Seventh Amendment, though. That's the trial you asking for if you asking for a trial.
Okay.
But if you know you ain't had them, you the one. You the one called the police. Don't worry, cause you got a witness the phone call that you did call. You have
Well,
any
last question is
any
this. Can it be turned into a tax issue for the case to be dropped?
well, they all tax at you. Did you have it? Did you take any pictures of any injuries?
They took pictures of my injuries,
Oh, great. Did you
and
do
they
you have
took pictures
pictures?
of they claimed that they got pictures of her injuries, but I don't recall no injuries on her behalf. But I know I had a bite on my arm, so
Yeah. So you got evidence. You still got the bite mark.
that's been almost a year ago. That's how long I've been dealing with this case.
You still got the bite mark.
Nah, it's gone now.
You don't have no pictures of the bite mark.
Nah, they didn't even give me a chance to take pictures. They just put me in handcuffs.
Well, you made the phone call, so you all right. Just stick to the confront your witness. Ask for the power of attorney and affidavit from the state, not from the victim. They taking over the case. This from the state. Act like the state is the victim now, not the girl.
Oh, you want to do a writ of habeas corpus, because that'll bring whoever the victim is into court. And if there is no victim, then there's no crime. But then you can also subpoena the 911 call or whatever phone call you made to show that you called the police and all that sort of stuff, and then subpoena all the body cam footage and all that sort of shit as well. And then you can get them on false arrest and false imprisonment.
Okay. That's good advice right there. All right. Um. All right. I think that's all the questions I have, man. I appreciate y'all.
But you want to mention that in court too. If you don't do the habeas corpus, at least mention the false arrest that you did call the police and all that, like he said.
Okay, understood.
Then take all those court documents, like what Ghost just had, take that with you as well and give them all out anyway, because still, it is a tax issue, regardless. Every time you go to court, regardless if there is an injured party or not, they're accessing your trust account and administrating it. So hand out those documents as well. You never know, you might just run away as well and close the case down.
What exactly are the documents?
If you have a look in
Yeah.
the open mic chat, Holly's posted the list of documents with the links to them all.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Click on the open mic, scroll up through the chat a bit, and then you'll see the post from Holly that's got court documents. And I think it's also a pinned message as well, maybe. And it'll have the list of them with all the links to the PDFs of the documents you can download and print out.
All right, well, appreciate that, fellas.
Any more questions before I stop the recording?
I did. You might have said this a couple million times and I missed it bouncing around. But I know you handed them that lovely packet, but did you also let them know that you already CC'd the IRS and any other government entity? Wow.
No, I think he just took it to the police department and filed it through the clerk. That's what I told him to do. I told him to get a case and then file it in his case. So that's as far as he went, I think. I don't think he sent it to the RS or the attorney. I told him to send it to the attorney general too.
Yeah, okay. Attorney General but he is going to send a copy ultimately anyway, right? or he's leaving it up to them to send it.
Well, I told him he had to serve both parties. He had to serve the judge and the prosecutor.
Okay. Um, and that's everything that he had, his claims and all that. I guess I'm speaking specifically about that packet that has the W-7, the W-8, the W-9, 8300, all
Well,
that good stuff.
he put the right to travel in there, his fee schedule, and that's pretty much what I told him to put in that joke. But he put the Hobbs Act in there. He
Mm-hmm.
put
Yeah.
his um his state national ID up in
Yep.
there.
Yeah. I caught the
What else?
supplemental
Okay.
documents. I'm talking specifically about the tax documents
Nah, I don't
in
think
terms.
he ever asked for the 1099. I never heard him mention that, asking for the 1099 for the case.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking you can hand it to them, but are they going to, what's going to make them actually do something with it? So I'm just trying to verify you, like I said, if you're sending your initial copies to some other officials first. You like, I already answered the question. I still feel a disconnect for some reason because yeah, I thought you were sending it to the IRS first, or at least it's on its way.
Now you have to send it to the judge and the prosecutor. You gotta give them notice. You gotta at least do them two first. Then you can send it to whoever you wish to. But the judge has to get a copy, and the opposing party has to get a copy.
Okay. Because normally, I mean, when you've heard, well, for me, when I've heard these, about these documents before, they are, doing it kind of sneaky on the back end first. Like, don't tell them what you're doing. Just send it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is standard and appropriate to give the notice first. Yeah. I was, when Smoking Baby was on last night, he was talking about another form. I think it's called an A0430. Yeah. I'm still researching what it does, but what I like about it is that it automatically puts the defendant in a creditor position. Just food for thought. I'm exploring that a little deeper. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The House Joint Resolution 192. Is it 192 or 197? It puts you in a creditor position.
Yep, that's true. This form is called an Administrative Office of the United States Courts Case Information Record. Um, and like I said, I have to go through it to see how to use it optimally. Because the other part of that, depending on what type of case you have, is going after whatever beneficial interest you have in that case. Any type of securities, like for me, I know I have some negotiable instruments floating out there. Um, whatever your damages might be, you want to try to resolve those at the same time, I would.
You can reference them forms on your affidavit. That's what I do. I don't know. I don't use their forms. I just reference their forms in my affidavits.
Yes, and I agree with that. I redo mine as well. I do the same. Because I noticed when I went to go back to see what the answer process was, it's 23 pages of an attorney written document that's going to just railroad you right back to hell. So, yeah. And then I personally had to, I'm not going to say fight. It wasn't being controversial, but she was telling me, oh, no, 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 you can't do that. You can't do that. And I said, sure, I have the right to create my own forms. And she said, oh, no, you have to do it this way. And I said, no, I actually don't. So she went and got her supervisor and ultimately, and then they were trying to make me use pleading paper. And I didn't want to use the pleading paper either. I said, look, I'm going to write it on this blank sheet of paper with my purple pen. And they were like, finally, they were like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Just attach our document to the back of yours. That's all. Bottom line is, yes, we have the right to create our own forms and, basically use theirs as a reference to make sure you capture, you know, the details the way you want to capture them. Howie, are you muted? I see you speaking. We can hear.
I think you can stop recording now.
Yeah, we done with the recording?
Yes.
Yep.